So thanks to Expansive Worlds, we get to have a little bit of fun here on Silver Ridge Peaks before the map is actually released, and that's going to be for the next couple of days. And I'll be probably streaming this a lot over my Twitch, so if you want to check that out, feel free. But I wanted to get a couple of things out of the way quickly. But I did see there's actually a nice level 4 elk over here, and there's a random bear walking towards us, so let's just spot that super quickly. He's a 6, and we'll definitely go for the elk, so we'll shoot him and then talk a bit about some of the info for the map as we walk over there. But I actually am on the same save that I was from the live stream, so I've got a couple outposts and stuff already discovered from that. But let's start with the release dates. So the release date for PC is the 23rd of June, and unfortunately, from the information I've been given, there is a delay for consoles, and it's going to be released on July 8th. So it's going to be something like 2 weeks from there. Unfortunately, that's the case, but I guess the silver lining on something like that is hopefully when it's actually released, it's going to be, a smooth release and stuff's actually going to go well with that. So I wanted to mention that, and I also wanted to mention that if you don't have the game and you're on PC, there's a free weekend on Steam where you can play the game for free. So check it out, see if you like the game, if you're looking for an opportunity to actually test the game out and see if it's for you. But with that stuff out of the way, we are going to go for a hunt here on Silver Ridge Peaks. And of course, we did get to show off the map from the live stream the other day, but I wanted to kind of see if we could get at least a look at everything on the map this time, and maybe we'll focus on Pronghorn or whatever a little bit from there. Speaking of, I believe that's one right there. He's just a 3 though, so we'll not worry about that. But this is definitely the biggest elk I've seen so far, and honestly, he looks pretty decent. He was a level 4 with the max weight estimate, and he's just a 387 gold, where 481 is diamond. But how good does that look? Really nice brow tines. I think that looks really good, so I'm going to save that. I don't have a ton of money, of course, because this is a save file that is not my main game, where I've played a ton. And there's just a turkey sitting out there, so I want to try the 22 on them, just to see what it does. I'm just going to go for a body hit. She definitely felt that, and she's dying pretty quickly. There seems to be a thing, and I noticed this on the stream, they kind of go defensive and spook really slowly, so that might be something that needs to be addressed before the map's actually out. But we did get to see the turkeys were changed on the stream, but they actually look way better now. These models are so much better than they were before, because one of the things that we saw on an early stream from Expansive Worlds was the hens had a really red head, and you see this is a lot more kind of gray, a little bit of purple and blue like a hen's head should be. So just gonna save that as well. And we do have a plains bison. Those are species we have on Yukon, so I'm not too worried about them. I think we'll kind of ignore them for the most part and maybe get one later, but yeah, they're around this map as well. You know what's interesting though? They feed from 3:30 to 10:30 on this map, where on Yukon they would drink from 3:30 to 7:30. So I wonder when plains bison actually drink. It's interesting they've started doing that on these newer maps, is animals don't have the same drink zone times they do on other maps, or all their zone times. But that's kind of cool. I like that. We got more turkeys out here. You know what? This guy's actually pretty big then, because he's a higher weight estimate and a higher score estimate than that one that's walking in there. So I definitely want to try to get that, and we'll scoot in and maybe use the collar a little bit just to see how that affects them. But I didn't grab any decoys. There are turkey decoys in this DLC, but again, I don't have a ton of money on this save, so maybe as we get to play this map for a little while before the map is released, we'll get to check out stuff like that. But for the moment, we'll just try to take out that guy. So we're under 200 meters. I want to try the collar and see if that'll actually get them coming this way. And again, we get to see this animation. I really like that they added the head bob there, because that's such a nice little touch. But let's see if that gets their attention. I don't know if you need collars or anything, but they left their zone and they're kind of just traveling now, so they should be coming in. I don't really care to get them too close. I'm not going to try to use the bow, but I just wanted to see if it would actually attract them. So let's just use the 22 on this just to speed up the process, because there's a lot of other stuff I want to look at. And I went for a lung shot. So again, we kind of see they are slow to spook, But like I said, hopefully that's something that gets switched up a bit before the map comes out. And that didn't even spook the elk, but I think we won't worry about him. Well, I actually need money, so maybe we should worry about him. Just see if I can get like a neck shot or something. It says he's alert. There we go. Just try to get a lung shot through the front then. We did get it, but man, they're tough. Like, it took a long time for his health to start dropping. But here's our gobbler, and I want to see like what he ends up scoring. He's 4.5 and Diamond's 4.6, so he's really close to being like a level 3. And we actually hit a little bit high and ended up in the vertebrae, but it still brought him down a little bit more quickly. And like I said, that's definitely the biggest one so far. So we gotta go get this elk, and then I think we're gonna fast travel somewhere else and see if we can find some other things. But I really like the different kind of terrain on this map. We go from just the open kind of meadows over there into fairly thick forest right away. And there's like openings over here. Like, look how cool that is. Just you can see all the way out across there. And I just saw a turkey actually landed down there too. It's probably one of the ones from the group we just shot out of. But this was something TK mentioned on the stream. Like, when they're alert, their neck seems to fold up into their body a little bit. So maybe that's something that can get altered. Hi. A little bit slow on the landing there, so not really sure about that one, but that was interesting. Another little gold turkey. Is there like black on the side of that pronghorn? I don't know if I can even tell because I don't have the Argus scope, but it feels like there is. Let's just see if we can get her. Feel like, yeah, that's a decent hit, and like seeing her running away, it's definitely on her. I don't know if that's a fur variation or what, but that looked interesting. And I guess we'll actually go ahead and show the black bear for maybe anybody that has not seen the game before. This is a species that we have on another map, but honestly, they give great cash, and I need that, so go ahead and get her for the run over there. This area just has so many animals at it, though. I'm still in the same basic area where we started, but there's another lake down here that I wanted to go to. But yeah, we got our bear. Decent cash from that. And I know I said that we'd worry about plains bison later. I was thinking I didn't have a weapon that could take them with like integrity, but I do have the longbow. So maybe if we get a chance for that, we'll go for it. There's a little pronghorn buck over there, but I think we'll maybe try to find a better one. But what I'm interested in at the moment is what was going on with this female, because I think, yeah, she's got like a darker part on her backside, and it's just like a dark variant, so that's cool. That's really cool. I hope the bucks can have this as well, because there's a lot of species where only one or the other can be like a certain fur type. So, for instance, dark brown kudu can only be female, but I'm really hoping males can be that, because I think that looks cool. But just female turkey and some plains bison, which hopefully we'll end up getting closer to later for the longbow. So I think we'll actually fast travel this time. And I wanted to come up north here where we saw the mountain goats on the Twitch stream, because that was the one species we didn't actually get to shoot. Got a mythical mountain lion there. I mean, we haven't shot a mountain lion yet, so I guess we'll get that too. But I'm hoping there's some mountain goats in this area. We'll go ahead and take him. But let's see if there's anything else around. Oh yeah, we got some, and some bighorn walking across over there. So I guess I spooked them, or maybe even the mountain lion did, but I definitely want to go for one of the mountain goats. I assume they're like the same weapon class. Slightly better bighorn running across there, so maybe we can get both if we're lucky. I'm going to go ahead and try to get a mountain goat first, because again, we haven't shot any of those yet. And then maybe if we can get a shot at one of the bighorn, we'll do that. That worked good. And that's a 4. Another mountain goat over there. They all seem to be level 3s, which I guess is kind of just the average size. So he stopped there and went nervous. Let's see how far that is. Just using the map real quick. It's 270, so if we aim a little bit low with zeroing at 300. That's got him. And now we got a lot of stuff to look at. So our mountain lion's dead right here. And again, we didn't get to see any of these, but they are, from my understanding, literally just pumas from Parque named mountain lion, which is the proper name like for the region here on Silver Ridge Peaks. So good to see them back. Honestly, I'm still going to go for like diamond ones, even though I've shot plenty of diamond pumas before. I'm going to definitely look at them like a different species, so that'll still be fun to go for. And we finally get to actually see a mountain goat, and I just think they nailed these models. Like, they look so good to me. There's a turkey warning calling somewhere behind us there, but I want to get a screenshot of that. Looks like the turkey call went away, so let's claim this. That's a silver. And that's a white fur type, actually, which is interesting, but hard shot at 260 meters. And I just think they look really, really nice. That's, what is it, 27 below diamond? So they're going to get way bigger. But I love the look of them. I actually really want to try to get some diamond mountain goat. I should have mounted that, actually, but maybe we can take out another one. There's one right there. Though he is alert, so I'm guessing there's maybe a mountain lion over there. Went back to nervous, so just since they're here, I want to get another one because I should put one in the lodge. I just wasn't thinking at the time. But maybe if we can get a shot in there. Was actually not such a bad thing to wait, though, because he's just kind of walking right over here. There's also another one with a slightly higher estimate. We'll just get him since he's 1 point higher. And that was actually a black fur type for the bighorn, which is interesting, but he's about 30 below diamond, and this was something I mentioned in the video from the live stream. I think they need a lot more mass up top here, because even looking at, like, just where the horns are coming out of the head, it just, this area feels like it needs to be filled up. So I'm hoping that's another thing that can maybe be looked at before the map comes out, but we'll save that just to put it in the lodge with other stuff. And our mountain goat actually is down right here, so we can actually put one in the lodge this time. But like I said, I think these are going to be really cool. That's a beige one, and he's a gold, so that actually worked out well not mounting the other one. Gold's 84, and he's 87. I think just like that angle is just kind of an angle you see sort of mounted a lot for mountain goats. And I love, like, there's a little bit of variance in the horns there with the true horns. I just think they're really cool. So we're saving everything for the moment just so we can only taxonomize the kind of best kills we get. But yeah, this lake was really good. It's this little lake up here, if you guys want to check it out once the map comes out. But I want to go down into this area too and see what lives down there. We have a couple of bighorn, which are actually spooking because there's a mountain lion down there. But they're all females. So we may end up just shooting another mountain lion unless there's other stuff down in here. But I kind of like that the bighorn aren't only in that farther north area. But so far, like from what we saw on the stream and today, it seems like the mountain goat are actually a little like further up in elevation. And there is actually one male bighorn over there, so because we already have pumas in the game, I think bighorn are going to be a little more interesting. Honestly, the Hyperion's treating me fine. I don't have my normal scope that I use, again because of the money thing, but it's been fine so far. You know what? There's a mountain goat track here, so maybe they do stray this far south. He's kind of just wandering up that way, and he's just a 3, so I probably won't chase him. But that's interesting. We are still well up into the mountains, but at least as far as shooting another mountain lion goes, this is a dark red. And again, they're going to have, as far as I know, like everything that the pumas have, so same fur types, same like AI, where that dude was doing that weird thing where they just stand there when they're supposed to be fleeing. I don't know if that's ever going to get fixed. Hopefully it does. But there are a lot of them at this spot. This is probably going to be one of the best mountain lion lakes, I would say. But I have actually wanted to see what the smaller bighorn look like, because we've only shot ones with like the same basic horn shape. And like those look fine, I think. For a younger one, I think that's good. Just the bigger ones I feel like have to have a lot more mass up top and maybe a looser curl as well. But again, you can see a little bit of True Rax influence. They're not exactly the same, which is good. But I think we're going to have to go into the southeast because I really want to shoot a bigger pronghorn. If we can get a bigger one than the 4 we shot on the stream, that would be great. But I really want to go after them and probably shoot a couple of them. Ooh, that's a nice pronghorn. He's very similar to the one we shot on the stream, but I think we're definitely going to get that. There's a bunch of plains bison across there. I really see a lot of them. But yeah, we're definitely going to get that pronghorn. So let's go for him. And then we'll kind of worry about what else is around. There's actually another 4 down at that end, so I'll probably try to get that too. It's about 200 meters, but that should be very doable. Kind of let him lift his head just so it's a little easier. And yeah, he's going down real quick, so that's not bad. 2 4s. And I guess just since these are out here, I'm going to go ahead and try to take one of them with the muzzleloader because it's more than capable of bringing them down. It's just that it's not, like, ethical. The proper ammo harvest check won't be passed, but he went down really quick. And this guy's 93 where Diamond's 98, so he's definitely bigger than the one I shot in the live stream. Honestly, they look so good. I cannot wait to find a Diamond one, but these were the ones I was really looking forward to, and they just nailed them. I think they look so good. But yeah, for anybody that, like, doesn't play the game or hasn't played the game before, hasn't seen the Plains Bison, I suppose they are going to be new to you guys, so I did want to actually take one of them out. And that was a heart shot with a muzzleloader. Not bad. So he would have been the silver. You do lose a medal if you don't pass a harvest check, and of course we use the improper ammo, but there seems to be a lot of those around this map, so we'll go ahead and accept him. We did fill our trophy manager I just saw, so anything else we shoot that's good, we're going to have to actually taxidermize, but we've been earning money throughout this as we shoot stuff. We're up to almost 45,000, so we should be pretty good. But we have this level 4 here, which was definitely smaller. Still a gold at 81. I like how that hooks in, though. The true horns for them, I think they got a lot of variation, but everything I've seen looks really, really good. So I wasn't really planning on going after turkeys anymore, but we're almost to the lake that I wanted to check for pronghorn, and that guy's just laying there, so I want to see if I can make a headshot. Okay, that looks really good. They look a lot better when they're not, like, delayed fleeing as well. But that was a good death animation. And I might have actually spooked a pronghorn. A little 3. But we'll go and claim that after we shoot any other pronghorn we can find. We've actually got a bunch of elk here again, and I did want to shoot another elk if I could, so that's another max estimate 4. And again, we're going to use the muzzleloader because they're really tough from what I've seen. Like, the M1 could get them, but would take a while. So we'll put that through his lungs. He's going down nice and quickly. And I do see a couple of pronghorn across there, but they're all level 3s, so far nothing super special. As far as I can tell, 3s are as good as it gets at this lake. We have a bunch of 3s over here as well. But we'll take that one just to save us some running, because the ones across the lake are actually pretty far away, so we'll get our elk, pronghorn, and turkey, and then we'll maybe try one more lake for this video. Ooh, there's a dark... Never mind, I gotta shoot one more. I'm so glad to see the bucks can be dark as well. He's actually facing us. There we go. Got him. So I really want to see what that looks like on a buck. I'm super glad they have it, though, because I thought that looked, like, really cool on the female. But I was worried maybe the bucks couldn't be that fur variant, but that's really cool. We have our elk here, which should be a gold. And again, like, nice long brow tines. He's got a very similar rack shape to the last one. So I'll probably not taximize him since he is so similar. We had the one pronghorn that we shot, and now we gotta go all the way around anyway, but he should have been somewhere in here. But I really like the shapes of, like, even these smaller looking ones. I just feel like they nailed them. I just think that's so cool looking. They've got more, like, darker fur on their faces as well. I'm going to taximize that one. I can't not do so. And then we got to go all the way around and get our turkey still. But finally we have our turkey, which is another gold. And he was actually pretty big. Almost into that higher estimate. And I actually can't wait to go for, like, a proper shotgun turkey out with decoys and everything. I think that's going to be cool, but nice little neck shot there. That's not too bad. And yeah, I want to go to this big lake here since it's kind of in pronghorn territory and see what we can find there. And hopefully we can get a mule deer as well, because that's the one species that's on this map that we haven't shot yet. I can tell you I did not expect to see bighorn down here in the southeast. So that's kind of interesting, but I think he's one of the best looking bighorn I've seen so far, so I'm going to try to get that. And hopefully, yeah, that's going to get into a lung. So I don't know if there's any pronghorn here. I haven't seen any yet. So maybe they're more like this kind of area. But I still want to go over there and take a look at that bighorn, and then maybe if there's mule deer drinking around here, that would be nice. There's a female there, so it's a good sign. So there's a couple of bucks. That one's really weird looking. I don't feel like I've ever seen that rack before. I'm gonna try to get that one. Kind of difficult the way they're going up that hill. That was like probably intestines. I swear that's a new rack. He's gonna die, so I guess maybe we'll let him go. That was a better one there. Just the way they're going up that hill makes it a really tough shot. We might have gotten him, I'm not sure. But I do want to go ahead and grab that bighorn. We got bears running over this way. And yeah, that just, I feel like if that was scaled up, that's kind of exactly what I feel like they need to go for, but decent looking 3 for him. And unfortunately, I think we only got the 1 mule deer, so we're going to miss out on that bigger one. But these guys are going to get true racks eventually. I just don't remember ever seeing a rack like that before. There's no way that was a thing. At least, not one that I ever saw. It's really weird looking. Even his antlers are like floating above his head. That's really, really odd. I don't know what the deal with that guy is, but they have said the mule deer are going to get true racks hopefully pretty soon. And TK even mentioned maybe they're going to look at their bodies because that's been a common concern from the community that they just didn't look good enough. So I'm really hoping for that to happen. But I do want to head back to the trophy lodge now and kind of get a look at what's here that's new for the lodge and see some of the poses and stuff for the animals that we got. So to make it easier, I put everything in this one room. And first off, the elk, they just look so good. I got to keep the animals that we shot on the live stream because I did taxidermize those. And yeah, this was a light gray one that we shot on the stream. This is the one from today. We have the pronghorn from the stream, which to me actually looks bigger. He's 87 scoring, whereas the one from today was 93. But I think the difference, if we do that, you can see how much wider that horn there is. And I think that's where probably a lot of that score is coming from. And maybe some of the curl as well, because this guy doesn't have a whole lot of curl. So I think that's why he might actually look bigger, but score a little bit lower. But then we have the dark one, which, just to show that again with the difference on the face, like he's got a little more dark fur there, like around the top of his nose and stuff, than the commons do. So I think that's really cool. The bighorn, like I said, I'm kind of hoping they get fixed. I think the models look good. They just got to do a little more with the horns there, like the mass up top. And like I said, it feels like there's missing horn there for just the size of like the holes in their head, I guess, for lack of a better term. But yeah, we got the common from the stream with the black from today and the mountain goat. I just think that looks so good. I'm such a fan of what they've done with that. But I saw a lot of questions about the turkeys, if they could strut or not. So I put them in this pose first just so we could see it. Get a look at the beards and the fighting and everything. But if we go to the next pose, if I go the right way, you can see they're actually strutting. So I'm hoping they'll actually strut in the game. I think they will. I want to say I saw it on one of the live streams, but I'm not 100% certain about that. But yeah, I think that's really cool. And like I said, honestly, everything looks just great to me. It's just those bighorn that I hope get a little more mass. But yeah, I mean, like I said earlier in the video, I really want to do some like species-specific hunts later on, and we'll definitely do that. But for this hunt, I wanted to show kind of everything that's on the new map. So I think we accomplished that, and I think that's going to do it for this video. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.